In a standard normal distribution where mean equals 0 and your standard deviation equals 1, find the percentage of scores that lie between z equals negative 1.31 and z equals 1.86. Is your answer going to be A, 6.37%, B, 40.49%, C, 46.86%, D, 87.35%, or E, none of these? Well, let's look at the key information that we're going to need. We already know from the problem that mu equals 0. We know that standard deviation equals 1. And we need to find percentage of scores that lie between z equals 1.31 and z equals 1.86. That is the important information here. So, before we begin, let's look at an illustration to help us visualize this. Again, not a very straight line there. That's alright, we can still do it without a straight line. Here's our 0. Our lower is negative 1.31. Our upper is 1.86. And we need a percentage of scores. So we need to find out this area in here that I am shading in. Okay. In order to do this, we're going to use the calculator. I'm going to write down first of all what we need though. We need a P of negative 1.31 is less than z, which is less than our upper, which is 1.86. Okay, to do this, we're going to use normal CDF. All right, so I'll draw my equal sign. I'm going to bring up the calculator. Remember, to get to normal CDF, it's second distribution, or your second virus key. No, I'm going to turn it on first. Second distribution. Arrow down to number 2, normal CDF. Enter. Our lower is negative 1.31, so negative 1.31. We're told our upper is 1.86. 1.86. We are told we have mean of 0, standard deviation of 1, so our mean is 0. Standard deviation is 1. Paste, enter, enter again. So now we know that that area in here that has been shaded in is 0.8734593,179. So I'm going to take and write that down here. Let me see. 0.873. 8, 7, that's kind of a funky looking 8. Let me erase that real quick for us and I'll start over because we want our numbers clear there. Okay, there we go. 0.873 459 Now that is not our answer because we want the percentage. So we want the percentage. So to find out a percentage, we're going to have to multiply by 100. So the percentage equals our P, which is our negative 1.31, less than Z, less than 1.86, times 100. So we found our answer up here. That's what our P was. So that will equal 0.8734593,179 times 100. We can use the calculator, or we all know that if we move our decimal point 2 places, that's what we're going to end up with for a percentage because we're going by 100. So that's going to equal 87.35%. The reason it's 35 is we had to round up because we had a 5 there. So in this case, our answer is D. Correct answer here is D, 87.35%.